That sun is just killer. It really is. But yeah, I thought I'd make this video. This is a little, this is just a, life advice video. Because, you know, I make the trolling videos. I make the videos that make people mad. And, sometimes I make life advice videos. So here's something I recommend that everybody does. Everybody. So, well, here's what it is. You go to Wikipedia. And there's already going to be that one guy. Fucking Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not fucking quoting some bullshit. Probably because his teachers in school told him not to use it. Let me tell you something, guy who hates Wikipedia. As a general rule, it's important to remember what your teachers told you in school. But believing everything they told you makes you a fucking tool. I didn't even actually intend to make that rhyme, but I guess I'm a poet now. What the fuck ever. Anyway, we're gonna, back to the, oh yeah, so here's what you do. You go to Wikipedia, you read the list of common misconceptions, stuff that people generally believe to be true, that are not true. They're complete bullshit. And now, I recommend everybody do this because humanity has this problem of just spreading shit like a fucking virus. Like, we got the coronavirus, that's a real virus, but we spread misinformation like a fucking virus. And there's some stuff on here that I believed in, like thought was true. Now, it's shit that I have like no interest in or don't give a fuck about. But I ended up like, oh shit, I thought that was true, but that's not true at all. That's complete bullshit. And it's fucking infuriating that I let these other people get into my head and live there rent free, and they tell me bullshit, and I don't fuck with it. Fuck that. But yeah, there's some great ones. There's some great common misconceptions. It's one of them is fan death, which is the lie that if you go to sleep with like a fan, you know, like a desk fan, if you have that on in your room and you go to sleep with that, you'll die. You will die. Like, it's very common in us. It's a very commonly held belief in South Korea. What the fuck? What is this shit? Now, there are stupid things Americans believe in too. Most people, not most people, but a lot of people believe we only use 10% of our brain. But the people who believe that we only use 10% of our brain only use 10% of our brain, because I use 100% of my brain. Like, my brain actually has a purpose. Like, that's just the stupidest shit I've ever heard, and for some reason a lot of people believe it. My fucking biology teacher in high school believed it. How do you believe that shit? I know. Just imagine if we could use 100% of our brains. Hey, dumbass. If we didn't use 100% of our brains and we only use 10%, what is the other 90% there for? Is it just fat? Is it just filler? Who knows? But yeah, I really do recommend you go and read this page. It's very informative. And the reason, here's why you can trust it, even though it's Wikipedia. Because there are sources cited out the ass. There are plenty of sources on this that fact check it and back it up. So who cares if it's Wikipedia? Like, when I was in high school, the teachers always said, don't use Wikipedia. But I wouldn't use it. I would just go to Wikipedia to look up what I'm trying to find out. And then go to the bottom of the page where the references page are, of the sources where the people who wrote the article got that information from. And that's all you need. It's so easy. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go see who this is. It's the end of the video. Bye-bye.